When you're running ads on Facebook for your restaurant, a really great strategy that we love to use and works really, really well is scheduling an ad to run on specific times of the day or specific days of the week for the likes of, let's say you've got a lunchtime promotion that you're running that ad at a specific time just before lunch and maybe just during your lunch service when people are kind of like just starting to think about getting hungry. And if you wrap that into, say, a 1 mile radius of your restaurant, then suddenly you're targeting people in the immediate vicinity with an ad that is designed to show them the promotion that you've got going on just before lunchtime and maybe just into that lunchtime service. So, for example, if your lunch service was, say, noon through 2 p.m., what you could do is you could have the ad that runs at, let's say, 11 a.m. or even 10:30 a.m. when people are starting to think, what shall I do for lunch today? And then that ad can start showing up on their Facebook feeds, on their Instagram feeds, and then you'd probably let it go right through till, say maybe 1 p.m. because even at 1 p.m. those who are maybe working later or having a later lunch see that, and they've still got time to get down to your restaurant. So let's go ahead and I'm going to build out a campaign so that I can show you exactly where you can access this ad scheduling and then how to use it, because it's quite straightforward. Okay, so I'm in my ads manager here. I'm going to click on the green create button, and for this purpose I'm just going to use a traffic campaign. So we give this a moment to load, and the scheduling for these campaigns can be found in the ad set side of things, and it's a little hidden. So there's a little caveat also about how to actually access the scheduling. First off, it's in this section here which says show more options, and you'll see that the edit button is actually grayed out because scheduling is only available when you're running what they call lifetime budgets. So you have to actually set a duration. So you might say, hey, I'm going to run this for a month, and I'm going to run it for, say, $5 a day, which over the month would be, say, $150, give or take a couple of bucks, and that will then unlock the scheduling options. So what I need to do is up here where it says daily budget, I'm going to switch that to lifetime, and I'm just going to run this pretty low. Now, normally I would probably run this at, I don't know, so maybe try $10, $15, maybe even $20 a day. Think about your area and how many people. $5 is not going to reach a lot of people, but it could be a good way to just test it out. If you're in quite a busy city area, then I'd probably be running it to, say $20, $25 a day even. But also look at, once you've started running it, what sort of results you get, because that will then indicate how much you need to spend. So if you're starting to get some good results, you're getting some bookings in, you want some more, spend a little bit more money. So once we've selected the lifetime budget, the first thing we need to do is set the start date and the end date. Now, by default, Facebook will set a 1 month period. So hence I use the 1 month period already. So that's kind of handy. We don't need to change that, but you can change this, and you could schedule it to start later if you wanted to, and you could schedule it to finish later or earlier. Obviously, just be mindful that that budget up here is the lifetime budget of the campaign that's going to run between the start date and the end date there. And Facebook will then take that money and it will spend it pretty evenly across that whole time period. So once you've got that start date and end date, you'll see that we now have the ability to edit this ad. So I can click on edit, and I can tick this box that run ads on a schedule. So we're going to use the viewer's time zone because they're in the same time zone as you. And so the thing is here, we've got some rows Monday through Sunday, and then we've got some columns 12 a.m. through 9 p.m. Well, in fact, each one of these blocks is an hour, so it's 12 a.m. through 12 p.m. So if we're looking at, say, running a lunchtime service promotion, and we're going to run it from, let's say, 11 a.m. through till 1 p.m. So what we'll do is we're going to come along here, and we can see 9, 10, 11, and that's on Monday. And if we're open 7 days a week, then we could just drag that all the way through. If it's every day of the week, you can actually come down here where it says every day and just click on that block as well. So each one of these is one block. So we're going to go this 11, 12 through to 1 o'clock. And that's blocked out those 3 hours. Now, if you want to deselect, so let's say you're only open for lunch on, say, Tuesday through Sunday, you can just come in here and you can click on those to deselect them as well. So now we have a schedule for our ad that's going to run every day of the week. In fact, I'm going to just make that every day of the week now, from 11 a.m. through to 1 p.m. And that means that when people are starting to get hungry, starting to think about lunch, they're going to potentially see your ad show up on Facebook and Instagram, telling them of why they should come down and have lunch at your restaurant. And you know, if you've got a promotion, then telling them all about that promotion. You know, come down for lunch at the Great Restaurant Experience, and you know, today we're running a free taco upgrade on our fish tacos, or something along that sort of line. So the other thing that you can also use the scheduling for really, really well is if you have a recurring weekly event. Like, let's go with the taco theme. Let's say you have Taco Tuesday. So I'm just going to get rid of all of these. So let's say you have Taco Tuesday, and you have that at every day at, you know, say from your dinner service, 5 p.m. through, let's say we're open 5 p.m. through midnight. And so what you could do is, obviously you could target on the Tuesday. Well, if you're open to midnight, you could probably go right through. So you could target, you know, when people start getting hungry for dinner or thinking about dinner. So that might be, you know, say maybe from 3, so maybe from 4 o'clock through till 10 o'clock. And you can start showing this ad every Tuesday to people from the time of, say, 4 o'clock or 3 o'clock, when people are starting to think, what am I going to do for dinner tonight, right through to, a couple of hours into your service, so that if people still see this ad at, say, 10 o'clock, they've still got, some time to come down. Now, the other thing you can also do is that, because this is a regular event, what you could potentially look at doing is maybe even running it on running that ad on a Monday, and you could do it together with this, or you could do it separately. But you could run an ad that goes through, say, Monday all day right through to Tuesday, maybe say 10 p.m. that says, every week we have Taco Tuesday. Come down, fantastic night, great experience. You'll love our, insert whatever your signature taco is, and check us out. And so this then would, whereas the previous one would run it every day at that specific time, this will just run it at specific days at specific times as well. So this is really, really powerful, and you can do a lot of things with this. And it's great. It's a great way to run. You can run multiple campaigns. So we'll run different campaigns for our clients who've got, like say, a Taco Tuesday or a Margarita Wednesday, and we'll run them on different days of the week, and quite often the day before as well, to give people a bit of an insight into, this is happening tomorrow and this is happening on Thursday. But we'll also look at really short radius ads, like for people that are just very close to the restaurant, with some targeted, hey, feeling hungry? We've got the best burgers for you. You could probably almost smell them cooking from here, and that allows us to really target people that are in that immediate vicinity and get them booking, get them walking in, getting them into the restaurant. So I hope that was helpful. If you have any questions, please post in the Facebook comments below, and more than happy to help you out and answer any questions that you have.